Purge the dining room live sale. I think I've added a few more things, stuff that I had picked up and not ever listed. And so I've added those in for tonight. But let me get things squared away on the YouTube side. So give me just 1 second here. It always takes YouTube a minute to catch up here. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm starting a little bit later tonight. I had some family stuff I had to go deal with, and I was nervous that I wouldn't make it back in time to start at 5:30 like usual, so we're going with 6:30. We'll make it work. Okay, we should be good on the YouTube side. Now let me just turn on my chat on the YouTube side. All right, we're good to go. All right, guys. So one of the things that I had not ever listed, I had picked up at Heart and Hand. Let me kind of make myself a little room here so I can show it to you easier. It is a, what do you call it? Like speckled enamelware. And I never listed it because what I didn't realize when I picked it up, they had it taped together. And so it's my fault for not taking the tape off and looking at it closer and stuff. And it's not terrible damage, but I don't know. I just didn't know if I should bother listing it or not. Let me see if it was on both ones. I think it was just this one. Okay, so it's a set. Sit in there, you silly thing. It's a set, little tray that holds a covered sugar and creamer. I'm going to start with the creamer, showing you that. It's in otherwise really good condition. I'm going to try to get the light to show you down in there a little bit. The only issue on it is it has this little bit of wear to this enamel here. But when I look at it from the inside, I see no cracks or any evidence of that wear coming through, but it is there on the exterior. It's otherwise perfect. And here's the lid to the creamer, or to the sugar, to whatever you want to put it on. Here is the sugar itself, bilateral handles. It's not marked with any maker. I don't think this is a super old set or anything. I think it's actually probably a little more contemporary. And here is the tray. And there's no damage, dings, dents, rust. There's a little bit of dirt underneath here that I can probably clean off. But otherwise, it looks good. So let me weigh this. It's noisy. All right at about 1.5 pounds. Let me check and make sure everything in it is set up right. Oh, it was making me nervous for a second. It was lagging. Let's see, we need to update that. There we go. Update listing. Okay. So for the set of 3, lidded sugar, creamer, and tray, starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Speckled enamelware. The creamer does have somewhere that little spot right there, but it does not go through to the interior. There's no evidence of damage where it's gone through. All right. So how's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there? Surviving Monday? Let me set this paper down here real quick so it's out of the way. All right. let's run this cut glass piece. All right, so this one here is a little tri-footed candy dish. It does have a little chip, if you can see it. It has a small chip right here. It's not going to cut you or anything. It's not sharp. Here's the base of it. It's a ruby cut to clear, not applied cranberry. It's actually glass cut to clear. Bohemian style glass. Oh, let me see what it weighs. Right at about a pound. Restart. All right, we actually should be probably pretty good. Let me edit the price on it. All right, starting at $6, running for 20 seconds. Bohemian style glass, cut to clear. Sort of a ribbed, almost scalloped kind of edge to it. One minor chip somewhere right here. All right, set that down. Okay, this next piece is this red lacquered box jar, urn style kind of jar. There's the interior of it and the base of it and the lid. I don't think there's really any damage. I think it had a little nick to the lacquer. Yeah, right there, a little nick to the lacquer. But it otherwise looked to be in really great condition. It's pretty lightweight too. About half a pound. All right, let me get a setup here. Edit the shipping on this guy. Okay. All right, starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Nice little red lacquered wood. I'm just going to go with jar, lidded jar, trinket jar, whatever kind of jar. Trying to throw the lid around. All right, what do we want to do next? Oh, I have Dumbo here. I have this little box sitting here with, I think, mostly animal figurines in it. So we'll start with Dumbo. I think that's who this is good old Dumbo. And Dumbo, if I remember correctly, didn't have any issues, but let me look him over real good. He's got a little bit of crazing, I can see. But I don't see any chips or cracks, flea bites, or any of that nonsense. He's just stinking cute. Look at those eyelashes. I don't know. I love him. All right. Restart auction. What was he? Okay. All right. Starting at $8. Running Dumbo. He does have a mark. I think it says N as in Nancy 4-1, but it's impressed in here under the glaze or into the clay, and it's pretty hard to see. All right. Not today, Dumbo. You sit and hang out. Let's run another animal. Okay, this one I think is intended to be Thumper. And I think it's by Christ. Is it Christ Company? K-R-E-I-S-S. Is that how you say it? Christ Company? I don't think it's Chris. He still has his little Japan sticker here. But I believe this company, if I remember right, is one of the companies that did contract with Disney to make, you know, like legit figurines. And let me look him over good. I don't believe I see any damage to him. I just want to be thorough, though. Okay, he looks good. I don't see any damage to him. Let me weigh him. He can't weigh much. Nope, not at all. All right, let's restart this auction. And I think the shipping should be good on that. Yeah. All right, so he is stinking adorable. I want to say they made these ones like in the 60s maybe or 70s. I can't remember now. I remember looking up info on them, but it's been so long that info has left my brain. Like so many things. All right, set him down there. Okay, I wanted to run these cards with you guys. So in this estate sale that I bought from a long while back, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think that there's 5 envelopes. Yeah, 5 envelopes to go with them. I put them all in these archival-like sleeves, and I'm going to take one of them out just to, well, son of a gun, just to show you the inside of them. They're like handmade cards. And I have a little sticky note down in here too with the info. Original by Virginia XOW-1149. I don't know what that means. But so it's like pressed flowers and stuff. Oh, I do know what it means. That's what was written on the back, if you guys can see. So I guess Virginia made these. Whoops. The tissue paper kind of part is the exterior, and then it has this other paper part that sits inside. So there's a total of 5 of them. Let me slip this back in the sleeve. They're so adorable. And they're one of those items where it's like, I don't know where to price those at. Like, I would rather put them on auction kind of thing. Okay, so you guys saw this one with the little kids on the swan duck thing. This little one here. And these are like real pressed flowers that are in that tissue paper thing. And then there's this one. And all of them are blank on the inside. They've never been used. And you got that one. And lastly, you got this adorable one. And all of them are marked in the same way on the back. Original by Virginia XOW-1149. And like I said, it does come with new envelopes that match. The look of the envelope matches that interior paper on them. Let me weigh those. They weigh like nothing. Let me make sure that the shipping is still okay. Actually, let me fix the box size. What is it? 11.86. Okay. I don't know that it'll make too much of a difference in the rate, but why not be accurate, right? All right, starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. You have 5 of these Handmade by Virginia. I don't know who Virginia is, but she made some really pretty cards. I've held on to these things for forever because I loved them. Sandra66, thank you very much. Congratulations. Let me put them all back in their little Ziploc-y thing to keep them together. All right. Those things are so stinking cute. And just the style of them, like, I think they probably would have been made like in the 70s or so, don't you guys think? They very much, I don't know, they remind me like 70s style, you know? Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. All right. Let me move. Was there something else in there? No. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. All right. Next, I want to run this Denby cup again because this is gorgeous. And let me double check it again. I know I looked at it the other day, but you know, things happen. Okay, it looks good. It looks beautiful. I see no crazing, no chips, no cracks, no issues. Is that upside down? There you go. Denby, England on the bottom. Is our boxes still open from last night? Yeah. I can add it to it. You betcha. So this cup here, I don't know how much it holds. If I had to guess, probably around 12 ounces or so. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But I love this design. It's not peacock, but it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And it's this really pretty cobalt blue glaze. Let me weigh it here. A little less than a pound. All right, let me get us updated here. Stop messing with me, man. There we go. Stinking iPad. Okay. Update listing. All right, starting at $10. Running for 20 seconds. But yeah, I'm still in the process of getting everything packed up. I tried generally to have everything packed up and then shipped out the very next day. But since I'm doing typically, you know, daily sales, I guess one drawback is it may take me 2 days to get them out, but at the same time, we can combine, you know, if feasible anyway, combine your boxes so that your shipping won't be a lot more, you know? Okay. What did I need? Son of a gun. Where did I put it? Is that it? I have a paperweight tonight too, guys. Oh, here, yeah. This is a little Fenton piece. I have a couple Fenton pieces, and one of them glows. This one does not. This is that Fenton shoe that I picked up not too long ago. That is, it's not custard glass. It doesn't glow, but it's like satiny. And I don't know how well the light will allow you to see it, but the top rim of it is this real soft, faint pink. And then, of course, it's, you know, all hand painted and everything. Painted on the back. Here's the other side. I don't believe there were any chips, cracks, or issues with it at all. It looks good. There's remnants of the original sticker in there, but on the bottom, I know it's not going to show this to you in the light. I can barely see it with my eyes. It does have the Fenton debossed in the circle right here, but then it's hand painted and says, hand painted by C. Riggs. So adorable little Fenton shoe. All right. What was he at? He went through. Okay. We should be good to go. All right. Starting at $10. running for 20 seconds. Adorable Fenton hand-painted shoe. Post 1971, given that it has that debossed mark on the base there. No chips, no cracks, no issues to it. All right. So on here, I'll wrap him back up. Since he's glass, we'll keep it safe. What else? Oh, okay, guys. I wanted to run this with you guys. It's big. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let me measure it real quick because it will need a little bit of a bigger box. Let's see. He's about 11 and a half tall, about 7, well, including the handle, about 9 inches wide. Okay. So this is that Curok ice bucket with this black vinyl. And like the fence and stuff is gold, and then it has like tans and browns and stuff. It is in beautiful condition. There is very minor wear to the gold handle. And then it has the black vinyl, if you can tell. The black vinyl is on the underside of the handle also. And I'll show you the base and interior of it. But there's no wear to the design or the exterior. It does have that original sticker on there. It says unique ice buckets, Curok ice buckets, complete your coordinated group of trays, serving accessories, and glassware. The perfect gift or addition to your own Curok collection. Wipe clean with damp cloth. Do not immerse in water. By Curok, Monterey, California. All right, so then the lid. That's the interior. Here's the exterior. And again, I don't even know if I'll get it to show you, but it does have like little minor wear spot to it. But here's the interior, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's like it's almost brand new. It's about as brand new as I think you could get to it. Let me weigh it real quick. All right. Close to 3 pounds. Okay. Let me get us set up here. I need to get a music track. I say that every time, but I think I'm gonna have to. Too funny. No, go back, you silly thing. There we go. No, you're still doing it. Am I hitting the wrong button? I was. Makes sense. All right. Now, I do want to remind you guys, especially because I know the shipping may be a little bit more on this one than on most of my other pieces, but I do combine shipping and I refund you any overage with the shipping. I don't charge you for boxes or packing supplies or any of that stuff. What you pay in shipping is just whatever the postal service charges to take it to you. All right. All right. So starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. An amazing Curok ice bucket. I have never come across one of these before. And I honestly don't know how often people use Curok ice bucket or just ice buckets in general, but this is beautiful. All right. Is it Tanya? Am I remembering that right? TMC Kinley? Yes. Okay, good. Good. My memory hasn't totally lost, gone away yet. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much. That thing is stinking cool. I remember when I walked into the Goodwill, I think over at the Overland Park one, and I saw it sitting on the bottom shelf, and I'm like, oh my, it's one of those, like that owl that I picked up the other day, that owl picture. It's one of those that it's like they had to have just set it out, because how is it possible that it's still sitting there? I don't know. Okay, this next piece is an art pottery piece. And so it's got these 3 little vases, like bud vase style. And then this dish down here. I think this is probably like a bamboo planter kind of thing. It does have, I don't know how well it'll show you guys, but at the base of each one of these, if you can see it, there's like these little triangle cutouts to allow for water to go in there. There is a little bit of water scaling. I haven't cleaned this up yet. It even still has the price tag on it. So I will clean that off as best as I can for you and wipe this all down. But this is signed. I have no idea signed by who. Is that the right side up? I don't know. If you guys know, I'd be interested. You remember when I picked it up and you wanted it then? Well, now you're going to get it. So this here, I would say it's a black glaze. It's stoneware, but I would say this is a black glaze to it. Outside of the water scaling, which hopefully I can probably get most of that off, I don't know that there's any damage to it that I see anywhere. Okay, let me weigh it. All right, it's just over 2 pounds. Let me get a setup. I wish I knew who it was signed by. It's probably some famous artist. What was it? Just over 2 pounds. Let's fix that. Yeah, okay, that ought to work. Done. Update listing. So really cool hand-formed, handmade piece. Art pottery. And like I said, I think it's for bamboo. I mean, you could put whatever flowers you wanted in it, really, but I think that's what it's intended for. And there's the signature on the base again. All right, let me set that guy down. Okay, let me grab another animal thing. That's paper. What are you? Oh, he's another little elephant. You guys have seen this one before, but heck, let's run him anyway. So this is that little, let me see if backing up helps at all, because he's technically glazed, but it's like he's bisque and then they put just a clear coat over him, you know? So he's shiny. But he's completely white. There's no chips, cracks, breaks, repairs that I see on it anywhere. I don't see any marks on the base of it either. He's just adorable. Let me weigh him real quick. All right. Restart auction. Let's fix this up. Edit the shipping. Okay. Update listing. All right, starting at $6. Teeny tiny. What does that mean? Do you see that, Tanya? In the chat, it popped up you and it says bought one of #1 vintage variety. I don't know what that means. I don't know why it popped that up. Anyway, not today for you either, elephant friend. I don't know if that's a feature I'm supposed to know about and don't. That wouldn't be surprising. All right, what was this one? Oh, this one here is an art glass piece, and I picked it up like this. It's obviously missing the top piece that I would imagine you could get a replacement for, but it is this like pulled, what would you call it? Like kind of that pulled feather sort of thing. It's slightly iridescent. I don't know how well that's coming through for you guys, but it is slightly iridescent. I need to wipe it down. Here's the base of it. It's blown glass, nice smooth pontil to it. It's missing the little piece that holds the wick. Otherwise, that's what it is like a catalytic diffuser sort of thing. But the glass was too pretty, which is why I had to get it. Because I'm a sucker for the glass. I think we'll leave it there. Let me wait. All right. Let's fix up this. All right, done. Update listing. All right, hot dog, we're ready to go. Starting at $6, running for 20 seconds. I don't know who makes this, but it was beautiful. And I'll clean it up for you. It'll be nice and shiny. All right. Yeah, I don't think it's Lampe Burger or anything, because normally Lampe Burger, you'll see Lampe Burger impressed around one side, and on the other side it'll say made in France. And typically, I don't know if it's always, but typically I see Lampe Burger with they do like a debossed mark on the bottom as well. So I don't think that's who made this one. Oh, let me set him over there. Okay. Hold on here. I want to run this tumble up again. I think it's been a couple days. Okay, this tumble up I picked up recently at City Thrift. Took me a minute. City Thrift over in Waldo. And when I saw it, I originally just saw this cup and thought it was really pretty and everything, but I didn't see the tumble up part, like the carafe part of it at first. It wasn't until I came back around the corner and hiding behind some Avon Cape Cod pieces was this. And it had this stopper in it, this faceted stopper that, as you can tell, kind of wiggles. I mean, it fits in there, but it's, to me, not meant for the piece, right? Here's the base of it. It is a ruby cut to clear. So when I'm in the store and I'm trying to like kind of pull up info and comps and stuff on it, I was seeing that people were listing it as a tumble up. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's why there's this, right? And sure enough, there you go. So it is this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Bohemian style cut to clear. I love this. And actually, it's like a darker ruby on this side. And as you turn it, if you can tell, it kind of gets a little bit lighter. But it's beautiful. There's no chips or cracks to it. There's no damage to it that I'm aware of at all to the carafe or the glass. And of course, it's like that floral design. Let me weigh it. Now, I can include the stopper with it. I don't mind doing that, but the stopper does have a couple little chips to the facet. Put that on there. Okay. Let me get us set up here. And what are we at? Just about 2 pounds. Okay. Okay, should be good to go. All right, so starting at $18, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful. Cut to clear, ruby glass, tumble up, perfect condition. I'm in love with this piece. I love how they do the foot part of it too. All right. Okay, let me put this stopper back. I'm keeping the stopper down in the cup so that I don't lose it. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Stay there. All right. And I wanted to run this raccoon piece with you guys again. This is the one that, I mean, it's gorgeous. It is this iridescent metallic sort of glaze. Let me go back a little bit, see if the light's a little better. This part right here, it kind of looks like it's like a fern plant was put on there. It's beautiful. No chips or cracks. No damage to it that I see. It is signed on the bottom. I'm not sure by who, but it is signed. And let me show you the lid. Let me check it over. I see a tiny flea bite to the glaze right there. And I think that's another one right there. Tiny, so a couple tiny flea bites along the rims of the glaze on the lid, but it's otherwise in really beautiful condition. Stinking gorgeous. All right. Restart auction. Edit item. What's he at? Okay. All right. I think he might actually be okay. All right. So, starting at $18, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful hand-thrown raku. I don't know, urn, ginger jar. I don't know what you'd really call it. Pot. And the interior of it, too, is even glazed with this. You can see the metallic sheen in it. So pretty. All right, let me set this guy down here. What was it? I'm going to run this tray. How long is this tray? This tray is lightweight, but it's long. About 17 long and just shy of a foot wide. So it'll need a slightly bigger box, but this is the one that has that oyster pane capice, I think it's called, shell along the bottom. Here's the back of it, and it has this kind of woven, I don't know if that's wicker, probably more rattan around the sides. Lightweight tray. And weigh it here, just under a pound. Let me get us set up. Edit that, and well, let's just put this one in for now, and I can fix it. Okay. All right, so starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Vintage, very Golden Girls-esque, very nautical themed. Oh, no worries, Katie. I'm glad you could stop in. I know I had to get started late tonight because I had some family stuff that came up, and then like tomorrow morning, my mom's going to be here to pick me up at like 5:50, I think, in the morning. I have to take her to an appointment. My mom still works and stuff, but she has an appointment that they kind of have to loop her up a little bit, which is always hysterical. She's always in the mood for Mexican food when they loop her up a little. It might be a little early in the morning for Mexican food, but I bet she'll try. But my dad, I help take care of my dad. He is disabled and severely disabled, and so I help take care of him. And so things come up, and that's part of the reason why, like I told you guys in my video the other day, it's just with everything else on top, it's, you know, my regular just day to day, it's hard for me sometimes to like plan things concretely until closer to the moment of, and I hate that because I'd like to give you guys like a set schedule, but I don't want to do that and then be a no-show or constantly reschedule you guys. And you know, it's how it is. It's the way things work. Okay. I want to run this adorable stinking box. I don't know if it's just like a mail holder or a recipe card holder or whatever. It's got a little hole like at the top up here so you can hang it on the wall, and it's a wood box. It has this like, I don't know, some sort of a fabric thing. Like, I don't know what they had it attached to before or what kind of backing was on there, but there is some old newspaper here too. But it's a wood box. There's no real damage to it, but it's like they took this mouse, I don't know, decor and then lacquered over it. These mouse sticker things and then lacquered over it, and they put some at the top too. Super cute. He's just shy of £1. Restart auction. Edit. And I think I got that piece over at Heart and Hand. Which I love shopping there. I need to go back. I might try to do that tomorrow since I'm going to be out and about for a minute anyway. The problem is, like, nowhere thrifting wise generally is open until 10 o'clock. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, starting at $6, running for 20 seconds. Adorable little mouse, wood box, note holder, mail holder, desk organizer. You can hang it on the wall, and oh, you know, it'd be cool to like even put fake plants or something in there. That'd be kind of neat. All right, you sit on down. Okay, let's run this bird. Now, birds have not been a favorite for me so far, but we're going to try them. I really strongly believe this was Royal Copley, but I have Royal Copley collector's books, and I cannot find him. And I've Google lensed him and all that kind of stuff, and I cannot find this guy. He's got no markings on the base at all. I don't know if you guys know who makes him, but I mean, he's really cool looking, and I don't think there's any damage at all to him. Let me look him over real good. I see some very faint minor crazing, specifically down like on the leaves here. But no, he's in perfect condition. Let me weigh him. About ½ pound. All right, let's fix him up here. Okay. Starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Is he a parrot Is that what he is? I don't know. He's got kind of a little bit of a different bird hat. I'm not sure. I had lovebirds as a kid, and I had a handful of parakeets as a child, but I'm not positive exactly what kind of bird he is. Okay. What other animals do I have in here? What are you? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should do this as a twofer. Okay, so I have two squirrels. One is sort of marked. I'm not sure what the marks are, but anyway, yeah. And then this guy, he's got a nut or apple or something. I think they're both in really good condition too. Let me look them over. That's not damaged. That's a painted stripe on him. And this guy, same thing. I don't know. Run them separate or together? I'll run them separate. Why not? Maybe somebody won't want one of them. Leslie, you want them together? Okay, I'll run them together. Let me weigh these little guys. All right. Let me fix their shipping. Done. Update listing. Okay. So starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Two adorable squirrel figurines. Perfect damage. Perfect condition. Oh, I was going to say it's going to be one of those nights, but I feel like I could say that every night. All right, Leslie, congratulations. Thank you very much. Let me see here. What was that? Number 2. All right. Let me put a little painter's tape on there. Make sure that stays. Oh, you know what? Let me write squirrel times 2 on there. Just so later I don't have a total loss of memory. Okay. Oh, golly. Let's run this Catnappen piece. This is an art pottery piece. I am going to show you guys down here at the bottom of the bed skirt, a part of the bed skirt had broken off. And it looks like it's an old repair, but you can see some of the glue adhesive to it. And I do want to point that out. I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like they might be missing a whisker or two. They still have several, but I think they might be missing a whisker or two. But it's 3 goofy cats. And this is completely hand sculpted. And it's signed on the bottom, Catnappen, Sexton, 1984. And it is adorable. I love it. All right, he's about 1.5 pounds. Let me duplicate it. Edit his settings. And in case anybody new has come in, I just want to remind you guys that I do combined shipping, and I do not charge you for shipping supplies. I will refund you any overage on shipping, but all you pay in shipping with me is whatever the postal service charges you to physically take it to you. Starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Stinking gorgeous little art pottery. 3 cats hanging out in bed. I don't know what they're waiting for. They're very bright-eyed, like they're expecting something. I don't know. All right, let me set these guys right here. What else did I have? Is anybody interested in an old photograph? This dude's holding some kind of a Wishers magazine, I think is what it says. I'm not sure. Cockatiel. Yes. Cockatiel. I don't know if it's Hager or not. I mean, Hager didn't always mark their pieces, but yeah, Cockatiel. I think you're right. I do think you're right. Is anybody interested in a little bit of ephemera? Oh, Hager. Yes, that's the name of her bird. Yes. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. Yes, it's very old. I picked this up in an antique store. I think an antique store. Either an antique store or an estate sale. On the bottom over here is like the photographer's place. And it says Brandon, Clyde, Kansas. And there's nothing on the back that I'm aware of anyway. That says something like 1966. I don't know. So I have no idea who these people are, but I'm going to run it anyway. Why not? You can't weigh more than an ounce or two. There we go. Duplicate. Did I have a number 3 item? No. Whatever. Oh, wait. I know what I can do. Remove from stage. Move to stage. Golly gee, am I getting crafty or what? Okay. And let me fix the box info. Okay. All right. So starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Really cool old picture. I always like pictures like these. I actually have another one over there that I'm going to go grab that's in a swing frame. And it's beautiful. Well, let me just sit right there then. Okay, let me grab that real quick. Okay. Wonder. There we go. Edit item. Well, hold on. Let me show it to you first, and then we'll weigh it and all that. Okay, so this here, I actually featured this as a thumbnail for one of my videos or, you know, live sales or something like that. The frame does have, you know, it's normal kind of wear and tear to these old pieces. I do want to show you that. Little dings here and there. And it's a really cool frame though, and it swings back and forth. Swinging action still works. Here is the back of it. And I have no idea who this lady is. She's very pretty though. But she needs a new home where she can be appreciated, I feel like. All right, she weighs about 1.5 pounds. All right, let me see how tall she is. I definitely want to make sure we would put her in a box that would fit. I could probably get away with that. Okay, let's leave it like that. All right. She knew how to have fun. Yeah, I bet she did. She's got an amazing hairstyle going on here too. And I can't tell if that's like a barrette or what, but I don't know. And then her jewelry, like some kind of dangly earrings, but no necklace. She didn't want to finish it off. And I really can't tell. It kind of looks like her dress is maybe sort of like this, like roughly sort of satiny kind of material, but then it kind of blends down here. So I can't tell for sure. Starting at 16, running for 20 seconds. Really cool old photo and really cool old swinging frame. It's completely wood. Oh, and here's the base of it too. It's got some sort of a felt or fabric on there. All right. Let me set her over here. Okay, let me see. Oh, I meant to grab this the other night too. So this I picked up at City Thrift in Overland Park, and it does have some crazing, but it's like a chip and dip set, you know, obviously has the bowl and little serving tray area, but it gives you a blue cheese spread and the recipe for it, and it claims it makes 2 cups. This is California, USA 27. So one of the various California potteries. Let me check it over for chips and all that jazz. I don't see any chips or cracks. I do see crazing on it though, however. And it is dusty, and I'll clean it for you. Let me weigh it real quick. It does have a little weight. It's close to 2.5 pounds. Let's see, edit item. All right, I need my measuring tape too. Make sure we put them in the right size box. 2.5. All right, I bet you we can make that work. Let's update that. And let's update that. Okay, we should be good. All right, here we are. Can I send you my dusting? Yeah, Katie, I love to dust. Just send it over. $12 starting, running for 20 seconds. Vintage. I don't know. I'd probably stay out of the 70s, I would think. Little appetizer chip dip kind of serving set. California Pottery. All right. Okay. Now these guys, let me move this pottery dish out of the way. Hold on. The set of 3 of these plates, 66. I don't know what 66 means. Katie. Am I just not hip to the lingo? Here, let me weigh these 3 plates together real quick because they are weighty all together. Yeah, they're about 7.5 pounds. Oh, 66 people in here. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good night. We're just hanging out trying to purge my dining room. Let me edit this item here. Let's see. Okay, let's update his shipping. And they do need a slightly larger box. Again, I combine shipping. And any overage, I will refund you. I do not charge you for shipping supplies. You only pay for what they charge you to physically take it to you. That antique photo of the woman, you did some research, makes you think of a 1920s flapper. That it could make sense. I don't know the age on that. I feel like it's antique for sure. So 1920s flapper is probably not out of the question, to be honest with you. All right, let me show you guys these plates. You might remember them from one of my videos. And well, really 2 of my videos. The first time I saw them, I passed them up. And then when I went back to the Goodwill, I think it was the old Overland Park Goodwill, they were still there. And so I got them. And they are these hand painted. They're by Naylor Designs, hand painted, dishwasher and microwave safe. It says made in China on the back. This one has a little rope. They might all have little rope things to hang them from. But this dude's got a Frisbee. Let me show you the next one. This dude is just, he's happy about everything. And here's the back. I don't know if I should do the back on the other one so you guys can see the mark and stuff. But I don't think there's any damage to any of these pieces. Let me double check this guy. Yeah, I don't see any damage to him so far. And then the last one, he is ready to party. He's got his bone, his bandana, and a party hat. Game on. There's the back on that. Yeah, so they all 3 have these strings to hang him from. And let me check him over. That's tape residue. Okay, I think they're all in perfect condition. They're gorgeous. All right. Oh, let me put that paper back between them here. Bring them back over. Okay, so starting at $20 for the set of 3, you've got the wild party animal guy. You got the happy about life guy. And then you got Mr. Frisbee ready to play. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let me move these guys back out of the way. Okay. Now this here is a fused glass dish. I don't see any signatures on it anywhere at all. If it's signed, it's impossible to find. So I don't know if this is like a run-of-the-mill fused glass piece. Oh my gosh, wait. I found something. Holy crud. A.C. Ross. Oh gosh, can you guys even see it? Wonder if my black light makes it show up anymore. No, that probably makes it harder. It says AC Ross right there. I can't remember who that is now. I feel like we did look that up, actually, now that I see that. Anyway, let's see what the diameter is on this. It is just shy of 12 inches in diameter and close to 2 pounds. Let's restart. Edit item. Do you guys know who that AC Ross is? I don't. Okay. Annie C. Ross. Okay. Well, this is by Annie C. Ross. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Really cool fused glass dish. I don't feel or see any chips or cracks or issues to it. All right. Let me set this guy down. What else did I have that I was going to bring out tonight? Oh, I wanted to run these again, because these are stinking cool. Set that there. And then after these, I'm going to run that Fenton piece that glows. Katie, she has beautiful art glass. I don't doubt it. I mean, it feels like quality glass, you know? So that's why I was kind of like really hunting for a signature on there. I was really expecting to find something, because it didn't feel like just some cheapy glass, you know what I mean? Like, all right, so I have a set of these goblets on the top and cactus stems. Hey, fancy lady over on the YouTube side, how you doing? So this one here is a green stem. They're Mexican blown glass. It has little yellow cactus arms. The base of it, I believe, is green as well. And I think the goblet part of it is green also. But I think it's a paler green. And then the second one, and they're both in perfect condition too. The second one is a green cactus piece, but it has a blue foot to it, if you can tell. A bluish colored foot. And I think the goblet on it is a little like a pale blue, but it kind of looks green because of the cactus part. Anywho, let's weigh them. Just under 3 pounds. Let me get us set up here. Uh, 2.9. Oh, shoot. No, go back. Dang, I'm having trouble with typing. I miss the days of regular keyboards. Oh, good, Katie. Oh, they breed Pomeranians. Oh, yeah, well, that'll fit right in then. I wonder if it's confusing their dogs. They're wondering why that dog is stuck up and not talking to them. All right, so starting at $12, running for 20 seconds, Mexican blown glass, cactus stems, one with a blue foot base, but green cactus part, and one with green and yellow cactus part. And they both have the typical, you know, kind of crude, smooth, but crude bottoms to them, pontils. All right. Let me see. Maybe I can set these guys right here. Don't get hurt, guys. Okay. While we're on cups or glasses, I'm going to run these ones again too. So I showed these ones last night, and they are, I'm going to just stick with Pzner style glass, but they are so cool. It's green around the top, and it's kind of hard to tell, but the very tip, like the rim up here, is blue. It is really cool. And it almost kind of has almost like an iridescence to the glass itself, really. They're, again, Mexican blown glass. You can see the soft but crude pontil on the bottom. And then it has the matching one. It needs a bath. They both do. I'll clean them up for you. Same thing, pontil. No chips, cracks, or issues to them. Let me weigh them here. Just over 3 pounds. You can see the blue when the dining room light catches it. Okay, good, good. I know, because it's hard to tell. It's such a thin line of blue. It's hard to tell. All right, let me edit this. What are we at? So let's see. But they're so pretty. Okay, so set of 2 glasses. Mexican blown glass. Very, very pretty. And again, I'll wash them up for you. I love that your neighbor loved that dog figurine. All right, Sandra, thank you very much. Congratulations. Let me mark that. Okay. I don't know. What else do we want to do now? Let me get this out of the way. Oh. Why don't we run this pitcher? This is a vintage amber pitcher. What's WTG? Oh, you're very welcome, Sandra. Oh, way to go. Did I figure it out, James? Rosie, unique treasures. Way to go. Okay, I did figure it out. Yay for me. I'm so terrible with the lingo, like the acronym. Is that the right word? Yeah, like acronyms and stuff. I'm terrible. All right, so this has kind of like a twisted vertical optic, and the ice lip and everything, spout, is in perfect condition. It has the applied handle, kind of a ribbed body to that. I don't think this is marked with anything. I'd be shocked if it is. It's not. There's the base of it. So I can't remember who makes this one, but let me double check all around the rim and stuff. It's definitely dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. And I will do that for you. Let me weigh it. But it, other than the dirt, looks like it's in really great condition. All right, let's edit that. And all right. 12 by 10. That ought to work. All right. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Vintage, amber colored, nice optic design here. Pitcher. And I always love the eye slips on these pictures. All right. Okay, let me see here. Since we already ran fused glass, let's run this fused glass again. I love this. This is the one that is made by that 15-year-old girl. It says made with care, Super Jams, 2007, Jessica Miller, age 15. So she's obviously much older now. But it has this website, vangogh.org. And when I went to that, it is like a nonprofit, or at least at that point in time. I don't know if they're still open. I think they are. It must be because they still had a website, right? But they work with like troubled and struggling youth and stuff like that. And so this girl, when she was 15 years old, made this fused glass piece with like this confetti sort of design, the heart shape. I mean, I can't, man. I don't have words for it. It blows my mind. Like, that is super beautiful. And there's no damage to it. All right, it's just under a pound. Let me get us set up here. Let's edit that shipping. So I suppose it would just be a trinket dish. But it's gorgeous. I love the bright colors on this. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Like, I am so jealous of this girl. I really hope. I haven't tried to find her or see if she's like still doing art in any way, whether it's glass or any other kind, but I really hope that she continued with it, because in my humble, unart educated opinion, she did an amazing job, and I think had real talent. Okay. Where's that piece at? There it is. All right. I want to run this guy again here. So this one here is sand art. It's hand done. And it's got the information of the artist on the back here, which is Edgar. It's either Hosea or Josiah, authentic Navajo paintings, sand paintings. And then it tells you all about the sand paintings and stuff. This he called Eagle by E. Josiah, I'm just going to say. It's framed, it's matted. I think the frame is in good condition. Yeah, no damage to the frame or matting or anything like that. But it's this cool eagle. He's caught himself a fish. I love all this color back behind here. It's gorgeous. All right. A little less than a pound. What am I doing here? Pronounced with a ho. What do you mean? Hosea? Hosea? Is that what you mean? Hosea. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, edit item. What's he at? Okay. Okay, that ought to work. All right. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sand painting. Like, I don't even know how they do that, but it's really cool. And I love when they include the info on the artist, you know, on the back. That just adds so much to it. All right. Set this guy here. Okay. Now, is anybody interested in a full pitcher and cup set? It's glass, it's vintage, it's ruby. Let me show you. Oh, stay there, box. Okay. Oh, let me move this box. Trade places. There we go. Why don't you move you over? Set that there. Okay, now I think we've got enough room. All right, so there's 4 glasses. This is what the glasses look like. I don't think they're marked. I'll check them all. You know how Libby, sometimes some of the glasses are marked, some of them aren't. No chips or cracks to it. This one's not marked either. Same thing, no chips or cracks. These are definitely like juice size glasses, you know. No marks on this one. So I can't remember off the top of my head who actually made this, but then I have this pitcher, and it's another one with spout and the eye slip, and no damage, no chips, no cracks, no maker's mark or anything on the bottom of this either. Hold it still like that. And then the handle is an applied handle, and it's kind of got that ribbed shape to or body to it. So I'm going to run this set. What am I going to need? I need a box to set on my scale so it can hold it all. Just a small one. Here we go. All right, scoot over scale. And then let's zero that out. 0, there we go. Okay, let me put all the cups over here. And the pitcher. Apparently they're flying a helicopter. Sounds like a military chopper over by. If you guys can hear that, I apologize. Restart auction. Okay, so altogether they weigh just over 4 pounds. So let me edit the item. Okay. Update listing. All right. I don't trust that box to hold all these. Go back to 0. Okay. All right, guys. So starting at $18. No, but not technically ball tilt design. It's flat on the bottom, so this is how it would sit. Give you guys kind of a better look at it here. Why does that have 2? Oh, because it said 5-piece set. That's why. I'm like, why does it have 2 stickers on there? Hey, Ashley, welcome in. So you got the pitcher, and then there's 4 total of these cups. Tennessee Collector, how you doing? No damage to any of these pieces. We're going to start at $18. We're going to run for 20 seconds. I am not capable of holding it all up at once, but here's the pitcher and here's one of the glasses. I know, this set is beautiful. All right. Set that there, and let me try to wrap these up a little bit. I definitely don't want them to get damaged. Sorry about the paper rustling and stuff. Just bear with me a second. I don't need them to be in there perfect. I just need them to be in there safe. That's all. That's all I ask. I know if I had room for a lot of the stuff I picked up, well, my house would be really full. Really full. Let's see. Let me set. What's down here? Oh, those are separate dishes. Is anybody interested in a couple of like throw size hand crocheted like afghans? I have really, really big ones, but I think those would probably be a little more difficult to run in a live sale. But I have some that are like, you know, for throwing on the back of the couch kind of thing. I'm going to grab one of them. We'll find out. Because I'm getting ready to put these, all these afghans and stuff that I've picked up, accumulated, run them like on a multi-day auction or something on Niknax, at least for the larger ones, because I think that that would just be easier. All right, so this is currently folded in half. I'm going to back up, and I'll open it up all the way for you. Let me come closer so you guys can see the colorway of it and everything. And I don't have the exact measurements, but it's roughly arm's length wide. If I had to guess, it's probably 4 foot long, maybe 5 foot wide, give or take, somewhere like that. And let me kind of look it over. I don't think there was any damage to this piece, but let me take a glance. It's really soft too. I don't know what kind of yarn they use, but it's really soft. Yeah, I don't see any damage to it. No frays or anything like that. So, and I can't imagine it weighs much. Oh, like 1.5 pounds. Weighed more than I thought it would. All right, edit item. Let's just start it there. And 1.5 pounds. Let's just go with 2. All right. I know, it's such pretty colors. Gorgeous colorway they did with this. So starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful, extremely soft. Throw size. Hand crocheted. Is crocheted the right word, or would it be knitted? I think it's crocheted. All right, Marianne, congratulations. Thank you very much. Let me see here. Number 5. Stick that there. I don't have a pin or anything for it. I'm just going to set it on this box. That way I know. Okay. What else we got? Do I have any other smaller ones? Not sure. I think that one's pretty big. Okay. What do we have under here? Oh yeah, I remember. I saw these earlier. What are those? More off time? Yeah, off time. What are you? Off time. Okay. Yeah, those go over with my off time stuff. Okay. So, do I have another blanket? I do. Let me, I need to dig over there and see if because I don't want to try and do any of them that are too big where I can't like really hold it out for you. But let me look. Let me run these cups and then I'll check. Because otherwise those larger ones I have, I think I'm going to run, like put them on Niknax on a multi-day auction for, I don't know, 5 or 7 days and just, you know, kind of see what happens with them, let them go. The bin, I know, I've got to figure out how to work the bin process. I see everybody using the bin and I don't know. I feel like I'm still so new to live sales that I'm not up to par yet. So these are by Anchor Hocking, and they're the cobalt blue mugs, which if you guys watch my videos, you know I've shown you the Anchor Hocking cobalt blue mugs several times, and they sell pretty darn well. But these ones say Starbucks on them. So I'm guessing that Anchor Hocking and Starbucks joined teams. Did I take the sticker off of one of them? I peeled it back in the store, I think, where I could see the Anchor Hocking mark. But I don't think I'll get those stickers to come off. Anyway, it is marked with the Anchor Hocking mark on the bottom. There's no chips or cracks, no damage to it. I don't see any fade to the Starbucks logo on there. The feet, same thing, no chips or cracks. They appear to be in beautiful condition. I really like them. I think I really like them because they're cobalt mugs. Duplicate. There we go. Edit item. What are they at? Just over 3 pounds. No, not over 3 pounds. Just over 2 pounds. Holy smokes. All right, so I think we're good. Okay. All right. You probably wouldn't want to put hot brewed coffee in those, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that you might feel the heat if you put something super hot in here, that's for sure. All right, starting at $12 for the set of 2 of them. Perfect condition, Anchor Hocking cobalt blue mugs with Starbucks logo. Katie, you drink coffee up? You don't burn yourself? I imagine, well, maybe if you're holding on to the handle, it wouldn't be too bad, huh? I mean, I don't know why it's not that they can't hold hot drinks. I would just be careful not to touch it. These ones are thinner. Okay, that might make a difference. No, it shouldn't cause them to shatter. I wouldn't think so. All right. Here, let me just set those there. I want to run this little vase. This vase, you guys saw me pick up the other day, if you watched my video. I think this is a made in China piece, and I'm basing that merely just on how the pontil is done on it. I see no signatures or other like maker's marks or anything like that. It is white cased in red with these black stripes. There's no damage to it. Really pretty. Let me tell you how tall it is and stuff. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter and about 6 1/4 inches tall. And I'll check on that blanket. I did not forget. Just shy of 1 pound. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I forgot for a second. Let's see. Let's update that shipping. Okay. So starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful, artsy, contemporary style, red glass vase. white cased in red, which I do kind of think it's a probably blown in mold with a smooth pontil. All right. Set that there. Okay. Oh, let me bring this over. I don't want to forget to run that. Let me check on the blanket. Hold on. So I had a blanket there. Did I stash any back here? No, I think I moved them out of there already. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Oh my goodness. You know, some days you realize you're just not as limber as you once were. And I stretch. Like every morning when I get up, the first thing I do is go outside and like put on some music and just do some stretching and stuff. And yeah, it's crazy. My body is still sore and I'm still not as limber as I once was. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so I have a few smaller, like throw size blankets that I put all into one bag. And we will start with this one. Let me back up. Can you guys see the whole thing, hopefully? Let me give you a kind of a close-up, more of the colors and all that stuff. Let me check it over. I don't remember there being any damage to it. Okay, I don't see any damage to it, any holes or issues or anything like that. And I can't remember what this pattern is called. I think you guys have told me before, but all right, weighs about 1.5 pounds. Let me restart that. Edit item. Do. Want to make sure I get it in a box that it'll fit in. Okay. So starting at $16, running for 20 seconds. I would venture to say, again, it's probably 4.5 feet long, or wide, I should say. And there we are. All right. Set that one there. Oh, let's see. Now this one here, this is another really soft one. And I think this one had a designer tag. It says, especially for you by Desiree Seymour. And I don't know who Desiree. Granny Square Katie. Yes, thank you. I don't know who Desiree Seymour is, but they made a beautiful blanket. I think there's 2 of those like sewn on tags. It is incredibly soft. Nice, bright yellow, green, blue. Really pretty. Let me double check it over for any issues. I don't see any. But again, throw size. Spring-esque. I know it is. It's a little bit brighter in color than I would probably normally try to run this time of year, but still pretty. All right, about 1.5 pounds, restart. That's what I was thinking too, is it looks perfect for like a baby blanket. All right, I think that one probably can fit in a slightly smaller box. Okay. Starting at 16, running for 20 seconds. Another beautiful throw size, baby crib size blanket. I don't see any damage to it. All right, let me fold this one up. And I think I have at least one more down here. Okay, now this one is very similar colors to the first one that we ran. And this one is probably 2.5 or 3 feet wide. And maybe 5 feet or so in length. It does have, not damage, but where'd you go? It does have a couple areas like right here where like they tied off the string, but they didn't cut it. And I'm just going to leave it as is. Like there's no damage. They just didn't trim. They didn't trim the ends of the yarn. And same thing. Do you see the piece hanging right there? Same thing. I just figure I'll let the buyer oh yeah, no worries, no worries. It's still kind of warm out. I thought for a second there a few days back that we had kind of a slight cold front come through, and I thought, oh, I better get those afghans listed. And like the next day it went back to 90 degrees. And so I'm kind of waiting until it actually starts cooling down outside to run that multi-day auction, because I think more people will appreciate them when the weather turns cooler. So anyways, let me weigh this one real quick. It's just shy of 2 pounds. That's kind of a heavier yarn. All right, I think we're still good on the settings though. All right, so starting at $16, running for 20 seconds. Definitely back of the couch, throw style. I love the colorway in it. I can't help myself with it. I don't know. And so far, you guys, the savers in Olathe, for the most part, I think is where I have found like pretty much all of these blankets. They tend to have the best pricing in regards to blankets. I don't know why. It's surprising because, well, you guys will see in my video on Tuesday. But I have good luck in blankets over there, at least, you know, price-wise. Let me see how big this one is. This one is really cool and sort of granny square style too. But I think it did have a hole or something in it. Like, not a hole like damage, like they, right here. Like they were crocheting it or whatever, knitting it, and then just skipped a spot. It's not like it's frayed or the yarn's broken or anything like that. It's like, I don't know, they just skipped a spot. There's another small one like that here. So I don't know if this was maybe somebody learning to do it. You guys see what I'm talking about? Let me back up though, and I'll show you the full thing. It's really cool. All right. Let me fold it up so I can weigh it real quick. I think it's small enough we could probably manage live sale wise. Okay. Well, it's definitely the heaviest. It's just over 2 pounds, which doesn't surprise me. It is, it feels like a heavier yarn. Could you possibly use some thread to bring that spot together? Probably. I can't. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Do them again late October, Tennessee Collector. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If you run the blankets again, if you do them, I'd like it. Oh, Ashley, I don't mind running them again. That's no problem. Am I set and ready here? Right. Yeah, I think we're set and ready. Let me double check the settings on the thing because it was a little heavier. 3 pounds still should be good. And that still should work. Okay. I think we're good setting wise. All right. Starting at 16, running for 20 seconds. Really cool handmade blanket. Random colors. Definitely a multicolor piece. All right, Ashley, congratulations. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you the other ones and then see if there's any in particular you want me to run or if you want me to run them all. I'll run them all. I don't care. So don't be afraid to tell me that. I wonder if some painter's tape would help that stay on. Okay. All right, Ashley. So we had this one here. Let me show you the colorway of it. In a bag if it's cheaper. You know, it's honestly not really much cheaper, to be honest with you. From what I've noticed. Like, I just ordered, I needed to order a rubber stamp, you know, one of those press down stamp things. And so I went to rubberstamps.com and I receive it in the mail and I had to pay shipping on it. And it was, I don't know, like somewhere between $7 and $9 shipping or whatever, like your standard sort of for that size and weight of a package. And it arrived in one of those like bubble wrap sort of bags. And I'm thinking, well, wouldn't it have been cheaper to do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If any other sellers on here know better than me, feel free to chime in. But do you want to run this one, Ashley? Not that one? All right. Let me show you. I've got 2 more on the counter here. I'll show you real quick. Set this one here. Now, the blankets will arrive in plastic bags because, well, just in case the box gets wet or something like that, I don't like fabrics to, you know, get damaged. Think she'll like the one with the bright colors. Are you talking about this one here? How do you like this one, Ashley? This one is the one that has the Especially for You by Desiree Seymour. Yeah. 16 to start. I don't know the exact dimensions of it. I don't have my measuring tape with me, but it's roughly arm's length long. Can you see the next one? Yeah, you bet. The next one is that granny square one. Let me fold this up. All right, so the next one's the granny square one. And see if you can see. Can you see the whole thing? And there's no damage to it. I love this one. This one always reminds me of the show Roseanne. If any of y'all remember that. Run this one? Yeah, you bet. Let me reweigh it real quick. 0 out. 0. No. My scale likes to give me a fit sometimes. All right, just about 1.5 pounds. Okay. What are we doing here? All right. Duplicate. Edit. And 1.5. Let's make sure. Okay. All right, girl. Starting at $16. Running for 20 seconds. Beautiful granny square crochet blanket. Trying to think if I have any others that are just bigger. All right. Miss Ashley, congratulations. Thank you very much. Fold it up here. And what was that? Number 7. And I left my tape over there. There we go. I've got a candle burning on the counter by the sink. The blankets are far enough away from it, but it went through my mind. I was like, maybe we should be careful. I don't know. Okay. So I think that's all I have for like throw size blankets, but you guys know I always keep my eyes open for them, you know, and check, especially when I'm at Savers. Even if you don't see it in the video, believe me, I have walked through the blankets. If I don't show anything in the video, it's because there just wasn't anything to show you. But that is the #1 place I have scored some of these amazing Afghans, as the Savers in Olathe for you local folks. Just FYI. Don't go buy them all up and cheat me out of it, though. Okay. I don't know. What do we want to do next? Let's do some of this Hager pottery. What part didn't I run last night? Here. We didn't run the cylinder one. I like this because our living room has 2 chairs and a love seat, and I have a single bed, so the size is perfect. Yeah. Yep. They're good scores, Ashley. You did good. I'm proud of you. All right, guys. This is a Hager vase, and if you saw one of my recent videos at the Goodwill in Bonner Springs, I had found 3 pieces of Hager pottery in this same glaze, this like bronzy copper metallic sheen sort of glaze. Let me double check it. There's no chips or cracks. They put felt on the bottom. It has the original Hager sticker, and it says copyright 2004. And there's the interior of it for you. I mean, they look brand new, all three of these pieces, really. All right, let me edit this item. What do you weigh, my friend? About 1.5 pounds. Okay. All right. Update. All right, starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Nice cylinder Hager 2004 vase. Basically brand new condition, still with the tag. All right. Let me set you back in here. Okay, what else did we have? Oh. Yeah, I wanted to run this thing with you guys. Hold on, I got to take the painter's tape off that I put on it to hold the wax warmer part on. And then let me lift the candle out. And I'd stuck paper in there. Okay, so this is brand new. It comes with the candle that has never been burned or anything. It's just, you know, sort of a little bit larger tea light. It is Pottery. Pottery by Betsy. Handmade. So it's got the little bowl that sits on top. Of course, it's some kind of a like stoneware clay. And it's I don't know how like the color wise is coming through for you guys, but it's sort of a like soft gray color glaze. So of course it has the original tag, but your tea light, this actually doesn't fit going in this way. You have to set it down in this way, which I recommend using 2 hands to do. But then it has these little holes along the side. So it's kind of a luminary. So your wax sits on top as such, and there you go. I think Betsy, yeah, she also has her name impressed in the base here. All right. Let me, what were we doing here? Okay, restart. Zero you out. Scale, if you keep it up, I'm going to get a new one. Just going to threaten you now, Scale. Okay, let me edit this item. I need to edit the shipping portion here. There we go. Da, 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 da. Update listing. Okay. So it, of course, does come with the candle as well. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Handmade, brand new, never used, as you can tell. Wax warmer, which I think is really cool. And I have no idea who Betsy is, but I like her style. All right. Tennessee Collector, what are you arguing about? Is everybody ready for the Fenton piece that glows? It's going to be exciting. All right, I'm going to turn off the lights. Hold on, maybe let me set this up first real quick. Sort of. Edit item. What do you weigh? All right. Edit, you booger. Okay. My scale, I know. It's acting up. You know, I've had this scale since I started reselling, and it works really well. I think I got it on Amazon for like $30 or $40, but I need to order another one. So like when I'm packing packages, I am doing that upstairs in my reselling room, like where all my listed inventory is and stuff. That's where all that magic happens. So once the box is packed up, I bring it down here and have to weigh it and then carry it back up and put the postage label on. And I don't really want to carry it upstairs because then I'm just carrying the scale back and forth because, you know, like I do live sales and stuff. So I just need to order another one. But I'm threatening that one with being replaced because it's acting up. And sometimes I think if you just talk mean to it, it'll start acting right. All right, guys, this is a Fenton vase. What do they call this? Daisies and custard, I think. Right? It's a swung vase. Let me hold it here. Show you all the glory. Burmese glass. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. Yes. And so then it has the hand-painted daisies, I believe is what they're called, on it. Let me turn the lights back on. And it is debossed with Fenton on the bottom, although I don't know how well you guys can see that right there. And it says J. Budine, Budine, I think is what it says. I know, Tennessee Collector. I know. Me too. Me too. That would be amazing. I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, oh man. And, you know, like Kyle's been offering to help me like with packing and stuff. And not that he doesn't know how to pack stuff, but his experience in packing things is not glass and antiques and fragile things and stuff like that. And I'm pretty particular with how I do it. So I'm like, no, it just can't happen. So, but I would love, while I would hate to have employees, in some ways, it would be very helpful, you know, especially when you're trying to do like a YouTube channel and put out 3 videos a week. Plus, you know, especially right now doing live sales almost every day. And, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Little swung vase. I know the light is kind of drowning it out a little bit. But what a beautiful piece. No chips or cracks or damage to it. All right, Desert Loving Gal, congratulations. Thank you very much. It is. It's mixed emotions for sure on it. Oh, you're very welcome, Desert Loving Gal. You're very welcome. I knew you weren't going to stick. Let me put some packing tape on you. Silly thing. All right, what else we got? We got some paper we need to get out of the way. What else we got? Oh, since we ran Fenton, I ran these guys last night, but birds have not been the favorite of people lately. But we'll try it again. We'll stick with the Fenton theme. Okay, so I have 2 Fenton hen on a nest pieces. Yeah, that is a good grab. You're right, Katie. She did good on that. All right, so this big one, I think he was 9.5 inches in length. And I can't remember what they call this blue, but it's like an ice pale blue. There's no damage to him. We checked him over real good yesterday. He kind of has that thatched base, you know. Let me set him down. And I'll give you a close-up of his mug. And his tail feathers. No chips or cracks along anywhere. Not on his bird hat beak. And not along the rim at all. He's in perfect condition. Same thing with the basket. There's no chips or cracks or any damage to it. Is it aquamarine Tennessee collector? That very well could be. It does have the Fenton, although it's hard to show you guys. Fenton in the circle there, debossed in the circle in the center. All right. I know he was about 9.5 inches long, but let me weigh him. All right, he was just over 3 pounds. Duplicate. Edit item. And yeah, 3. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Wrong button. All right. We should be good to go. All right. So, Fenton hen on a nest. Starting at 18, running for 20 seconds. I know it. It would be great for Easter. He is huge. The other one I have is the 5.5 inch hen. Turning this way for you. I'm working on getting, like I said the other day, my Vanna white down. Trying to do it without dropping it too, you know. All right. Desert Living Gal, congratulations. Thank you very much. Number 9. All right. What time is it? 8:36. Okay. I got to be up at the crack rear end of dawn. So let's run a couple more things. What was that? Oh, that's my other bird. Let's run our other hen, and then I don't know. I'll find something else. Okay. This one here is what they call, keep forgetting you're an hour ahead of me. Yeah, I'm in Central Time. I know. It makes it a little confusing. And that's, well, I'll talk to you guys about it on YouTube because it has to do with a different platform. So let's talk later. It's 7:37 where you're at. Yeah, I know. I have to, my mom's going to be here to pick me up in the morning at like 10 till 6. And I still have packing and stuff to do. And so I'm going to be up late regardless. But anyway, I got to take her clear downtown to go have a small procedure done. So this is the 5.5 inch Fenton hen on a nest, same like ice blue color, and no damage to it. I'm gonna look him over again real quick. We checked him last night, but let's double check. Bird hat's good, beak is good, tail is good, no chips or cracks around the rim. Super stinking cute. And then this one, kind of different style base than the other one, but still scalloped on the rim. No chips or cracks to it. And this one, it's almost a little easier on this one to see the Fenton mark there. All right, let me get us set up here. Because he does not weigh as much as the big guy. Not at all. Okay. Edit shipping. All right. Starting at 18, running for 20 seconds. Another hen on the nest, ice blue, 5.5 inch. No damage to it. Just beautiful. And I agree with you guys. These are perfect for Easter time. I love the Fenton versions. They're a lot like LG Wright, where they hide the eggs, you know, like down around the sides. It's kind of fun. That's one way that you could tell if you have authentic pieces, especially with the LG Wright pieces. Who won here? Number 10, Granny Blue Bar won. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Number 10. Let me mark that down. Okay. Let's set that glass or that paper right there. Okay. What else do we want to run real quick? I don't know. That's the octagonal glass. That's a great big picture. Oh, I know. Somebody had asked. Okay, we're going to run two things. Somebody had asked yesterday if I had any bowls, like console bowls, and do a shop the shelf style. I could. The problem is so much of it is wrapped up in paper, and because of things like Theodore, who has no respect for anything, our dog, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. And I wouldn't want to have to unwrap and wrap and unwrap and wrap and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when he gets a wild hair, he goes storming through here, and he literally is the size of a small pony. So he sounds like a dinosaur coming down the stairs. It's crazy. But somebody had asked me last night if I had some console bowls, and when I was poking around in things earlier today, I did come across a couple others, art pottery. I love this one. It has these little like clovers or clubs in there, you know. It is signed on the back, but I am unable, I'm trying to get it to show you. I'm unable to make out what that signature is. I have no idea. The same design and the glaze, that like clover looking shape or thing, is on the exterior out here as well. Let me double check it over for any damage. It appears to be damage free. That's just under 2 pounds. Let me see here. It's about 11 inches in diameter. So I don't know if whoever was looking for a console bowl. No, well, yes, I did, but it's literally like most of it is so faintly incised, like the camera, it won't even pick it up. So I've even on some pieces taken like tracing paper over it and tried, you know, like with charcoal pencil and stuff, trying to like, what's that called? You know, but like trace over it and see if I could get it to come up like in a rubbing, you know, but I haven't tried it on this piece. But just so you guys know that that's something you can always try doing. What did it weigh? I already forgot. Just under 2. Okay. Let me make sure we put it for a big enough box. All right, update listing. Someday. All right, starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. And it's like a sort of a metallic black glaze to it. And I honestly don't know how they did this part. Like, that's just really cool looking. But you guys know me. I'm a fan of the art pottery. What can I say? All right, now this other one I picked up not long ago, and it's another one that, I mean, good luck, right? Trying to figure out that signature. Do any of you guys know? I can't tell at all. If I had to guess, I would say it says Phyllis, but I have a strong feeling that I'm very incorrect. There's no damage to it. It's just adorable. And again, I think this is kind of more of a springy time, Easter time, sort of like colorway and whatnot. But it's really cool, hand-thrown pottery. Let me weigh it. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Let's see. And it's about 9 inches diameter. All right. Let's restart. Edit. And this one, we can go a little bit smaller on the box again. Okay, update listing. All right, we're good to go. So adorable. I'm not sure how the color's coming through for you guys, but it's a very pale blue color with the white dots. Which I think the white dots may just be the color of the clay, but it's just glazed over with the clear glaze. All right. All right, guys. Was there anything in particular anybody was wanting to run the Dumbo again? You bet. Dumbo. He is chip-free, damage-free, a little bit of crazing. It's about 9 ounces. Let's see. Restart auction. Let's edit him. 9. Okay. Should be good. All right. He's stinking adorable. All right. Starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. No marks on the bottom. Well, no, he technically does. I think it says it's impressed with N as in Nancy 4-1. But who actually made him, I don't know. But I love his eyelashes. All right, Leslie Byers, congratulations. Thank you very much. He's number 11. Where's my painter's tape? I don't trust you to stay on there either. All right. Okay. I'm glad you love him. He's adorable. And I can't believe that like his trunk is in condition. How often does that happen? I mean, well, I suppose it does happen because this little dude, you know, he's in good condition too. But pieces like that Dumbo one, I just don't find him in more or less damage-free condition very often. Can you see the red box from earlier? Are you talking about this one here? This lacquer box? Yeah, you bet. Here, let me weigh him again. We'll run him again. Just for the giggles of it, at the very least. It's about 8 ounces. Let me edit him. All right, he should be good. All right. Now, remember, he does have this one little nick to the lacquer right there, but other than that, there was no damage to it. Starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. It is a really beautiful red. Really, really pretty. I don't know that it was ever used. I mean, it looks brand new outside of that little ding to the lacquer on the edge, but it's gorgeous. All right, Tanya. Perfect. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Did you miss any brown pottery other than the one I just showed? What the heck did I just show? Oh, you were talking about that bowl that I just showed? I don't think I did any other brown pottery tonight, did I? I do have some, I think, right over here. Let me set that there. All right, so I got this one. Hold on, let me move these bowls out of the way because they're gonna cause me problems. Let's set that there. What was underneath there? What was that? Oh, that's a planter. Well, we'll save them for next time. Okay. So I did have this one here. This is the one that is from South Dakota, Yankerton, something like that. It's Willowdale Pottery. Dan Bartos is the artist on it. There's no damage to it. It is a good size vase though. This right here is like, is it adhesive? Or is it glaze skip? I think it's adhesive. It is. It's adhesive. In the thing, it was looking like... Can you guys hear that? That chopper? I think they might try to land in the front yard. Maybe they went by. I don't know. That was pretty loud. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not. They probably are. I'm probably on every wanted list everywhere. I'm a danger to society, clearly. Are you interested in this one? I'll tell you what, we'll run it regardless. Let me weigh it real quick. Can't remember what it weighs. About 2.5 pounds. Duplicate, edit item. Now it does need a slightly bigger box. Just a heads up. Let's see. What am I doing? 12. There we go. But again, I combine shipping and I refund you guys any overage. Looking for more bowls and serving dishes. Lala Love, I do have some, and I will pull some out and have some set up for my next sale. At least sets that are like decently sized. Like that whole longer burger set that I picked up, there's no way we could do that in a live sale. That would just be crazy. But I think I do have some smaller sets of stuff. Chris Brown in your head. Is that a song he does, Tennessee Collector? Are you talking about Chris Brown? There's a singer and isn't there an actor? Yeah, it's called Run It. Oh my God. Oh man, maybe I could get permission from him to have that playing in the background as I'm editing, the listing. All right, starting at $16, running for 20 seconds. Hand-thrown art pottery by Dan Bartos out of South Dakota. Willowdale Pottery. Really gorgeous. I don't know, you guys probably can't see the interior, but man, you think he's going to charge me that much just for a little clip of the song? All right, Tanya. Perfect. Thank you. Congratulations. This is a beautiful piece. All right, and I need my painter's tape again. I ran out to go get boxes earlier today, and I completely forgot about looking for it, you know, because I like use little Post-its, and I need to find like some kind of better little sticker or something. La la love, you have to behave. Don't worry, I'm always on the hunt for pottery and such. I'm not going to be picking things up. I'm just gonna be extra choosy. Yeah, painter's tape. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Right now, I just have like that 2-inch thick or wide roll of it, and I need to get like that 1-inch, or I think that's what it is, 1-inch. That'd be a little bit more feasible, maybe, but I think painter's tape would probably be the right answer for that. But for now, it is what it is. But, oh, I grabbed this one too, if anybody's interested in it. This is the one that does have the chip on it that you would need to fix. And like I've said, whoever had it originally tried to like paint this in with like black marker, I think, permanent marker. But if it was me, I would paint it black, like matte black, and then brush over it with similar metallic color just so it blends and you won't notice it. But this is what they refer to as petroglyph, and it's signed on the bottom. I don't know what this part of it is, but it says Hawaii down here. Tennessee Collector. I will run it. I'll run this one, and then I'll let y'all go so that I can go finish up some stuff and take a nap before my mom shows up. All right, what's he weigh? Just over a pound. Let's fix his shipping info. All right, so starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. I'm not sure what this is. A boat, I think, maybe. And this is the sail. And this is a dude. And another dude. He's carrying something. All right, Sandra, congratulations. Thank you very much. I think this is a beautiful piece. Despite that chip on it, I think it's gorgeous. I love it. What number is that? 14. But I'm also a sucker for raku pottery, so, you know, there's that. There's always that. All right, guys, I will call it a night for tonight. What the heck is today? Monday. I am not 100% positive if I will be on tomorrow or not. It just depends what all goes down with my mom's appointment and just what all has to happen there. But let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday. I will 100% be back on Wednesday. So I will try to keep you guys posted and stuff if I'm going to make it tomorrow or not. I'll try. I'm definitely going to try. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. But let's go find somebody to raid. And before we do that, I wanted to take a minute and genuinely thank you guys for coming to hang out. Whether you purchase anything or not is beside the point. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I really enjoy doing the live sales with you guys and interacting with you. And, you know, I mean, we've been going since 6:30. What does this say? 2.5 hours roughly. And it doesn't even feel like 2.5 hours has gone by. So thank you. Thank you, Tennessee Collector. So, it means a lot to me that you guys show up to hang out and chit chat and, you know, just shoot the breeze for a while and help me clear out my dining room at the same time. And so I'll see you guys Wednesday for sure. And I'll do my best to make it on here tomorrow. But let's find somebody to raid, and I will see you guys later. Who's on here? Jenny K. Let's go hit up Jenny K. Says Monday night variety. All right. In stream and raid. Here